Hey friends, welcome, pardon me, back to Owlets Tarot. This is Jason. This is going to be your general collective, my dear Leos, for the sign of, what the fuck am I saying? For the month of May, Leos, or whenever you guys come across this. I hope you've all been well. The readings are shorter this month because they have to stay under a certain amount of time, so your cards are already drawn. I've decided to pull out the Osho Zen Tarot, a tarot that I've been working with for a while now. And I'm really glad I did. Because you've got a very, very interesting spread this month. You're coming up in the card representing the self, the current. You're coming up as the Five of Pentacles in this deck, titled The Outsider. Feeling as though you're missing out on something. Feeling shut out from something. Feeling like there's something on the other side that, you know, it's like it's right there. It's almost attainable. But something's keeping you from obtaining it. I also, right off the bat, I'm hearing the mind. I feel as though for some of you there's some unintentional self-sabotage. For others, there's a feeling of almost like imposter syndrome. Ignore the rooster. Because then the theme of the month, we've got the Hermit, talking about aloneness. But what's achievable for you this month is the Knight of Clouds, or the Knight of Swords. So fighting. What's to be avoided? We've got the Knight of Pence. So that's slowing down. And what's to be embraced? Intensity. So your middle row is all three knights. Obstacles, we've got conditioning, card 15, so this is the Devil card in this deck, where you can find support. This is the Three of Blades, titled Isolation. Action needed. We've got the Queen of Pence, talking about flowering, which to me ties a bit into the Oracle card, planting that seed. And advice and encouragement for this month, you've got Thunderbolt, the Tower card. So I wanted to show you those cards so you know why I say it's such an interesting reading. I'm actually going to start with your oracle cards, though. The feeling for you this month is that of the wanderer, someone with a case of wanderlust, someone who wants to get to the other side of what they feel shut out of. For some of you, it's as simple as realizing that you've got the key in your back pocket. For others, there's a bit more to it. But this wanderer also ties very tightly into the theme of the month. You know, we think of the hermit going within his cave. But how deep does that cave go? If we think of the hermit climbing the mountain, how many mountains? How high does that mountain go? There's a need for you to step outside your comfort zone this month. To tap in to that fighting spirit, that spirit, that part of you that fights for fairness and for love and for kindness and for others. There's a very strong feeling of fighting for the underdog, avoiding having to kind of think about each and every step and just kind of going for it. You know, not asking yourself, do I let go with the right hand or the left hand first? Or, you know, do I want to fall head first or feet first? Just let go. That's what I'm feeling. And the intensity's going to ramp up, right? Amid that metaphoric free fall. As you gain all that you are meant to be gaining. Pardon my shaking, I'm on steroids for my hip issue. They're a lot of fun. And the obstacles are going to be the things that have kept you tied down in the past. The obstacles that are going to stand in your way this month. The obstacles keeping you from gaining access to what you want to gain access to. You really need to fight for yourself. You need to fight for your position. It's a fight to stand more firmly within yourself. It's also, this card is really showing me Leo, the lion, being very very emotionally balanced. And that's because you're going to find a lot of support in this Three of Blades. Now, you may be thinking, how? You know, the Three of Blades isn't a great card. The Three of Blades is a beautiful card because it's a card that involves healing. And in this particular deck, why it's called isolation is because it's about the way that our pain often makes us create barriers around us, turns us into blocks of ice, makes us not want to trust in the warmth of others, because that starts melting some of those carefully constructed walls that you may feel are protecting you, but in actuality are isolating you. And you, my beautiful lions, have blooming ahead of you. The action that's needed is for you to recognize abundance in all its forms. I'm also hearing recognize the oneness. So recognize the idea that we're all of one universal energy. And the Tower card, or Thunderbolt, coming out as the card of advice, takes me to... Damn it, I gotta balance my elbow to stop my shaking. Ridiculous. All right. Yeah, it's reminding you of the obstacles, of the conditioning, of what you need to break free from. And sometimes it takes that thunderbolt. It takes that really dramatic shift that's not, always great, always super comfortable. But what you can do for yourself is view any destruction through a slightly detached lens and really go with the flow of the situation, making sure that any lesson isn't lost, making sure that from this situation things are learned. Because there's a strong feeling here of I want to read you exactly. Let's see, what book is it? Shit, this reading's gonna go over. Because of the way YouTube's doing things now, and I can't record through YouTube, and I don't have a camera yet, I'm recording through my phone. Anything that goes over a 15-minute time span takes about 3 to 4 hours to upload. So That's why the videos are coming slowly this month, so I do apologize for that. But these messages are timeless, and I believe we click on them when we're meant to. So, anyway. The innocent guilelessly sticks his long nose in every corner and crevice to see what he will find. In his idealism, he believes himself to be immune to danger. His energy is infectious. We need the sap of youth running through our veins to invigorate us. It draws us from stagnation and lethargy and drives us to take on the trials and tribulations that would otherwise daunt us. The sky grows blue and we become immortal again, for a day at least. So it really brings to mind these two cards as obstacle and advice. The Devil and the Tower. And support through this healing, through this acceptance. And remember that you're fighting the good fight. Make sure that you're fighting the good fight. Make sure that during this time of growth, you're not slowing down. You're not doing anything other than your Leo thing. Ramping it up in intensity. Adapting the strength needed. And transmuting that strength so that it can be used in all the ways that you need to use it, both for yourself and, I'm feeling, for others. The underdog, I keep hearing, fighting for the underdog. There's very tight bonds. Your relationships. There's a strengthening of relationships occurring. And you're being called to continue to cultivate that. Okay. And then your divine, what the hell's the name of this deck? Anyway, this card. Aparagaha? Aparagaha literally means let go. I'm sorry, the word's throwing me off. Aparagaha literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. Well, I doubt the word I'm saying literally means anything because I don't think I'm pronouncing it right, but aparagraha means let everything go that wants to go, and everything that wants to come, come. Everything in the right time. Realizing the key is within. And everything in the right time. Everything in the right time. You know, that really ties well into, oh, for heaven's sake, into the fact that this entire middle row of yours are these knights, these different forms of battle, if you will. Avoid questioning yourself, avoid overthinking. Just go for it this month. Go for it for your sake. Go for it for the sake of others. Live, love, bond, I mean, 5 is a number that represents harmony. And I feel like harmony is absolutely achievable for you this month. And a final reminder to not make the process harder on yourself by resisting changes that are inevitable and out of your control. All right, Leo. I hope this reading helped. I hope that you are also so well. I appreciate all of your support so much. I apologize for the uploading schedule this month. I also apologize for, my bitchiness, even in the last reading, Sagittarius reading. It's just YouTube's been throwing a lot of changes, a lot of funky shit around lately, and it's just making things more difficult during a time when things in my own life, it's already hard enough to have the time and the space and the energy. So yeah, we might have to change up how we're doing things here on the channel for a bit, but that'll be for a separate video. Anyway, my dear friends, I love you all for watching. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't and you enjoy my content. And until we see each other again, take great care of yourselves, take care of those around you, and keep fighting the good fight. And embrace that sense of wanderlust. Now that the world's kind of opening back up, right? A lot of creativity this month as well. I've noticed the number 3 here, and I've noticed it in a couple other cards, and I also just noticed a 9, 333. All right. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching as always, and we will see each other again soon. All right. Bye, friends.